Hi, my name is Kaylee Brown, and I want to talk about the 3 modules I've created for my Comm 50 class. For Module 1, we created a LinkedIn page, a podcast, and a blog. For my LinkedIn page, I have heard of the site, and I knew a lot of people that had them, but I had never personally created one. I keep thinking I'm really far away from graduation, and there's no reason for me to connect with people and have this kind of social media. I actually really did like it, and I think I will use it in the future. However, I did not add much to it except for the basic things that I thought were necessary, and I did play around with it a little bit, but I don't plan to use it until my senior year of college when I am looking for a real job. For my podcast, I did How to Survive Being a D1 Athlete, and that was a play off of my blog, which I did How to Survive Being a D1 Athlete, both of which were really easy to talk about because I am an athlete, and at one point I did want to quit. And I also know many athletes that are not just on my team, but on other teams that have wanted to quit or have quit. So I brainstorm ideas for what kept me playing and what kept me doing the sport that I love. And I thought the topics were all really great, but I do think, especially for my blog, that I could have put a little bit more effort into the writing, maybe go a little bit more in depth. And the pictures were just ones I had from the previous years. I wish I had thought of it earlier and taken newer pictures. But overall, I thought the blog was pretty good. And for the podcast, I interviewed 2 teammates of mine, both juniors like I am, and that will be leaders on this team. And I wanted to get their perspective on our new coach and what they thought about surviving being a D1 athlete, basically. And I wish I had known that one of the girls I was going to interview says, and has really awkward pauses every 5 seconds. It was extremely hard to edit, and I wish I had noticed that beforehand. For Module 2, I created a YouTube instructional video and a Flickr slideshow. This became really difficult because we traveled to Virginia for a week, and I had to create both of these while in a hotel room. So I had to get pretty creative, and there wasn't much time to do them either, so I didn't know what to do because I couldn't really do anything field hockey related outside because I would have been getting ready for my game. For my YouTube video, I did how to curl your hair with a straightening iron. A teammate of mine had done my hair a week before, and I really liked it, and we actually had a very fancy dinner with our entire conference that night, and so one of the girls did my hair for me, and the other one videotaped. Unfortunately, I do wish I had videotaped because she often got interested in the video and would stare at the hair and what she was doing and not through the camera and see that she was off aim or missing my head. But overall, I thought the idea was pretty creative, and the girl that was instructing on how to actually do it was very smart, very professional looking and acting, and it was really well done. For my Flickr slideshow, I also did hair again. It just seems like an easy thing with our team. I had a friend, or a teammate, French braid another girl's hair, and I took pictures of them as she did it, slowly. I made her go slow. She didn't like that. It's much harder when you think about what you're doing once you know what you're doing. But it was really easy to do. They were both very willing, and I liked it a lot. I, at first, messed up and took the pictures the wrong direction. I did vertical instead of horizontal, so I made them redo it. And I felt really bad. I wish I had corrected that the first time or realized it. But overall, it ended up. And I definitely could have had smoother transitions, I think, between the slides. But I did like it. And then for Module 3, I did a web page, the Facebook page, and the Twitter account. I did this for a woman I met. This girl at Pacific on my team said she knew of someone that was a florist, run out of her garage, always has business, great, she does stuff for Google, and was a really big, florist, and I was like, okay, and she didn't have a Facebook page, she didn't have anything. So I emailed her and asked her if I could do those, and she said I could, but she actually started another business about a year ago, and she was trying to launch that and asked if I would do that, and I said yes, because whatever I could do to help her would be great. She called it Affection, which is French, meaning made with care, and it was basically mixed media art that she makes at home with and often has a religious impact. She uses vintage items like old parts of a watch or just anything she really finds at either at the store or at her house or anything like that. And she also uses recycled things, like you wouldn't believe she used this tin can and folded it and like almost welded it to have this beautiful design around a picture. She also did like personal houses with different colors, letters, numbers, anything that was significant to you. She would make personalized items too. So once I had called her and we'd figured that out, we started communicating by email mostly, and it was quite hard to get a hold of her often. She didn't normally reply, so I would have to email her a few more times and stuff like that, but it ended up working out. One email she sent me had 30 pictures on it and no words. She just knew like I needed pictures, and there you go. I ended up having to save all those onto my desktop and using every single one of them either throughout the logo or for my products page on my website. She wanted a pinkish color because it was French, it was girly, and it was art. So I found a very pretty salmon color, and she wanted her logo to be an art piece that she had designed. So I photoshopped part of it out and put it onto like a banner kind of thing with the words Affection and like a pretty pink cursive, and that became my banner for my Twitter page, my Facebook page, and my website. I also continued that pinkish salmon color throughout all three accounts. And the web page, I created little buttons on Word and then put them on the web page. I thought it was like a little bit classier than just like the words, and I really liked the look that it gave them. I do wish I had more information for the history or contacting or anything like that, but because she is run out of her home, she basically does it alone, and there wasn't much to it. I couldn't, my webpage just didn't have enough information, but I really did think that it was all that she wanted. She was absolutely thrilled with it once I was done, and she loved it, so if she was happy, I was happy. For the Facebook page, I didn't really connect it to my Twitter page, and the Twitter page I didn't connect to the Facebook page, so I need to change both of those. But I continued the salmon page through all of those, and on both of them I posted about the other pages that I created. So if it was Facebook, I talked about the Twitter and the web page that I created, and I also posted like pictures of certain artworks that she has done that she was really proud of, that she was selling, and to say, come and buy it, it's the seasons, happy holidays, stuff like that. And so with the Facebook page, I think that I just need to get more people to like it, because not many people know of it. Her friends aren't really on Facebook, so it's really hard to get her generation and her customers to like this, considering I don't even know who they are. And same with her Twitter account. I followed people that had taught her how to do the art, but it was really difficult. I haven't really gotten any followers back because no one knows who she is or really wants her artwork that I know. Like, no 20-year-old in college wants this art, so it's really difficult to find. But overall, she was very happy with them, and I believe that she is going to keep all three and continue to update them. Or she has talked about me doing it, so we'll see how that works out. Overall, all three projects and modules went really well. Oh, and the diary. The diary was pretty simple. I had tons of emails I had sent her, she had sent me, and I also talked about the phone calls that we had, which were pretty frequent as well. So I just combined all those into a Word document, and it sufficiently talked about everything that we did. Anyways, those are my three modules. Thank you.